hablar del vestido.
¿Ponerte la luz?
No. ¿Tengo que mirar para allá, para la cámara, o puedo mirar para el frente?
Tú vas pensando lo que vas a decir ahí.
Sí, bueno, yo apunté aquí, mira las notas que yo apunté, te voy a decir. Vino Universidad, Maccabi, o la Maccabi, Universidad, con sus campeonatos de pelota tan famosos, y al fin llegó Esterita a la vida de Salomón. Que no sé si fue mientras él estaba estudiando, no, yo creo que ya él no estudiaba, porque después él empezó a trabajar con Moisés y ya no estaba estudiando. Él estaba trabajando con papá.
Fíjate que vas a comenzar otra vez. Soy linda otra vez.
Ajá.
Porque acuérdate que ya tú interviniste en el video y como que estás otra vez volviendo a hablar de él.
Sí.
¿Estás ready?
Sí, vamos a ver si me acuerdo ahora de todo lo que quiero decir. ¿Ya? Oye, ¿esto va a salir?
No.
Porque está eso feo.
Usted está enfocada en cámara ahí, usted de cuerpo completo, solita usted.
Sí, sin nada de esto.
No.
No, porque si no, para quitar todas esas cositas.
Trata de mover el micrófono lo menos posible para que no.
Sí.
Porque siempre el micrófono hace un contacto. Bueno, cuando quiera.
Bueno, yo soy Linda, la hermana de Salomón, y de nuevo estoy aquí con Salomón tomando las notas de los recuerdos que siempre hemos tenido, ahora que hablamos de eso, de las cosas de la familia. Lo último que hablamos en la comida en casa de Salomón y Esterita fue cuando Salomón llegó a estar en la Maccabi, presidente, su universidad, sus campeonatos de pelota, etcétera, y hasta que al fin llegó Esterita a la vida de Salomón y a nuestra familia. Siempre fue un recuerdo muy bonito, y era muy bonito sobre todo ver a mi papá lo contento, la alegría que nos causaba ver a entrar a Esterita en nuestra casa, pues ella era siempre muy alegre, con mucha risa, muchas carcajadas, y fue la primera que entró en nuestra familia, por lo que siempre llevamos muy buenos recuerdos. El noviazgo de Salomón y Esterita fue un noviazgo muy bonito, muy querido por ambas familias, por todas las amistades. Era como algo que parecía ya predestinado a lo que ellos llegaron a ser después, que todos conocemos. Salomón y Esterita, para mí siempre pensé, digo, Salomón era como el rey Salomón y Esterita como la reina Esther, que se unieron, que Dios los unió en un matrimonio muy bonito, dedicado siempre a labores comunitarias judías. Llegaron a ser lo que son ahora unos líderes, sobre todo Salomón, de muchas cosas bonitas, por los que han recibido muchos honores, muy merecidos, por cierto. Esto sin nunca dejar de acordarse y de estar con sus familias en los momentos en que han tenido que estar, y es una cosa muy bonita que llevamos de ellos. Ellos han sabido poner muy alto, por lo que nos sentimos muy orgullosos, los nombres de nuestras
I have been asked to say a few words concerning the Garazi family, the Schoonover family, and how we all got to where we are today. First, let me speak about Solomon and Esther Garazi. I met Solomon about 17 or 18 years ago in Durham, North Carolina, while I was dating his daughter, Blanca. And though we got off to a very formal, somewhat cold start, obviously there's a lot of water under the bridge to come to where we are today. Solomon is like a surrogate father to me. He is an extremely warm and wonderful person, full of emotion, full of life. He's always treated me with a tremendous amount of respect, love, and decency. And I certainly look up to him and will always look up to him as a father, as a businessman, as the grandfather of my children, as the father of my wonderful bride Blanca. Solomon has guided me, taught me, educated me. In a lot of ways, I think we're more alike than anybody could ever imagine. I always find myself making decisions and thinking about things quite the way that I saw Solomon for many, many years in Oriental Trading Corporation, thinking and making decisions. Today, I find my armor to be very similar to his armor. And I guess that's a compliment, because they say that when you mimic somebody, when you copy someone, that's the most sincerest form of flattery. So there's not a whole lot that I can say without getting too emotional. Solomon is a wonderful man. I'm very fortunate to have him as my father-in-law. And with that, let me move on to his wife, Esther. She's always been warm, kind, and wonderful to me since the very first meeting we ever had, which I remember was in her house some 17 years ago. Whenever she sees me, she goes out of her way to make me feel comfortable, loved. She's a very sincere person, warm person. She's a fantastic grandmother. She's always taking care of my children. She's a Wella, and we really couldn't be more fortunate to have both of these beautiful names combined. And let's hope that she grows up to be like Esther, and that she is the queen of the family, as her name implies. And that Shlomo is age 8, and Esther Ruthie is age 5. Now, personally speaking, I hope that I have somewhere between 15 to 25 grandchildren. So one day, my children will be sitting down, hopefully adding to this film, and saying the names of their children. And this is just various times where these kids were earlier, where we had pictures of them. This is Danny when he was about 9. This is Slow-Mo when he was a chubby little boy. He was never chubby. He was about 5 or 6 there. Rebecca was about 7 or 8 at the oldest, maybe 7. Here they are, all of them when they're small. And this is Esther Ruthie when she was just 2 years old, sweetest little kid in the world. And this is Solomon's Ranch behind it. And this is my mother and I when I was in business. I was in England in business in Oxford. My mother joined me. This is my office. If Solomon, you'll swing the camera around, you can show my little quaint little office. Of course, Solomon printer here, so I don't have to keep walking down the hallway to our computer office to get just faxes. This is my father.
Oh, very important.
Yes, this is my father. This is in World War II. He was a pilot in the Air Force. And this is Carlton Meredith Schoonover. He passed away 2 years ago. But this is a very handsome man, as you can tell, and I take after him. And then this is my little family memento corner here. This is what I put whenever my kids make something for me or give me something. I put it here. So then during the day I can just glance over and are here on the screens, combs, ponytails, wiglets, and then all the way around the room you have an assortment of wig styles, which we inventory here and we sell throughout the United States to about roughly 1,000 wig accounts in the United States, catalog, direct mail catalog house, and then we sell to distributors in England, France, Spain, Poland, Germany, and we're looking to expand into Italy and other countries throughout the do a little bit of business with, but we certainly don't have a distributor yet. So we're expanding throughout Europe relatively fast.
Who is the buyer?
The buyers
to my office for an interview that he wants me to do so that in the future years, some of my grandchildren will know how I started with the horse business.